Hey guys, welcome back to RHR Jen. I'm so glad you're here. You guys, we have lots to discuss. No, I'm not going to be focusing so hard on the red dress in this episode, even though I want to. I'm trying to move on from it. How can we though? But no, I just wanted to hit some of the highlights and lowlights from the news going on with Harold and Fraud right now. There's so much out there. And so I thought we could look at the best and worst of Twitter. We have some Sophie news. We have lots to talk about. So I'm Jen, Hong Kong. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to Lean Meme Machine. I love her work so much. I've interviewed her in the past. You can go find that. But she's so talented, and she always puts out these really funny, very thoughtful memes. And these are no exceptions. So definitely check her out as well. I'm enjoying seeing her take on all the red dress debacle and the red carpet obsession as well. But let's jump into this. So again, I promised not so much red dress, but we're going to start with red dress, starting with my post, How Narcissistic Am I? I'm taking a page out of Meghan's playbook. But as per our live chat, JB came up with the crotch claw. That's right. She's double clawing her friend, holding her hand near her crotchal region. So I pointed out before, she sure likes to scratch on camera. So she's using her friend's hand to do it. It's so gross. But yeah, I give you the crotch claw. So feel free to use that term. Again, thank you, JB, for coming up with that. I thought that was just so clever. We got to laughing so hard on the live chat. Definitely go watch the live chat if you missed it. All right, then moving on to Royally Sage. So this is something I want to talk about. Ingriftus. Have you seen this? Let's start with Angela 11 here saying that Canada, who are hosting Invictus next year, have asked that Meghan doesn't come. One of the 3 reasons is because what she wears is not suitable. Okay, have you heard this? I've heard this too. We have to say allegedly, but allegedly Invictus is asking for her not to come. And I'm not doubting Angela, I'm just saying in general terms, I have trouble believing it because they've been so off base every single time with their heads up their you-know-whats to Mount Invictus. Having those 2 phonies be the face of and to be out in front, quite literally out in front, marching with soldiers and things. And it's just so rude and so disrespectful. Begging for money online, and then we find out how much was spent on her outfits and her hair and all that. It's just so crazy and ridiculous and awful. And I mean no disrespect to the servicemen and women. I fully support them. It's just the organization itself I have trouble with, especially since they can't move on from Harry and Meghan. But let's take a look at what Royally Sage said. Wait, Canada doesn't want Rachel there because she's a terrible dresser? I don't know why that just struck me so funny. That's a really funny way to put that. Yeah, maybe so. That is hilarious. All that money and your attention-seeking, overpriced clothing are denying you invites. She is supposed to be, quote, the smart one. I know, right? I found that very funny as well. I gotta imagine it's so much more than that. I gotta imagine it's the rude behavior and everything else. I'm sure there's diva-like behavior behind the scenes. All the things we know about Maggie Poo. But I just love this. So that's a great way to put that. She's a terrible dresser, so she's not invited. Well, Canada, you're doing something smarter than we are. And Judy points out it's not about her fashion sense. It's about respect. That's what I think, too. Let me say it louder. Respect. I always feel like I need to yell when I see it in all caps. Respect! Not column inches. And let's see. And that's what she made it about. Not to be forgotten. Her husband who let her do it. So, Judy, I get what you're saying, and I tend to agree. It's not... I think it's a simplified way to say that is, oh, she's a terrible dresser, so let's not invite her. It's so much more than that. Because she'd be screaming from the rooftop that Ingriftus is the ist words that she loves to throw around. No, I think it's about the lack of respect. I think Judy's right. All right, moving on. The official office of CB points out, I've never read so many lies, so much BS. Okay, so what they're talking about is it's Us Weekly. What is with Us Weekly lately? They're definitely pushing the Harry and Meghan agenda. So I'm guessing, I'm totally speculating here. I'm guessing Harry got a little money for his birthday. And so Meghan decided, oh, we can pay Us Weekly to promote us too. I don't know. It's just, I'm just speculating here. But all of a sudden, Us Weekly's writing very favorable pro-Sussex BS, including this. So it says, for someone who begged to be in the press, to pretty much making out that she was locked in a fecking, I love that word, dungeon, Meghan Markle's bodyguard reveals why he felt sorry for the Duchess. Are you kidding me with this? That, again, we're echoing the whole, thank you for your service, ma'am. Do you remember in the Netflix thing? That was what, we know this. That's what she claimed, as somebody said, thank you for your service, ma'am, not man. And she goes, I tried. I really did. I know you did, ma'am. As she fell into his arms sobbing or whatever bullshit she said. It's all BS. None of it makes any sense. It's all just out of her head. Whatever she can cook up, she does. And she says, we got married 3 days before. She just cooks it up and just expects that the rest of us peons, she thinks we're not capable of critical thinking and saying, that doesn't make any sense. Nobody's going to say this. People don't talk like this, that sort of thing. It doesn't matter to her. She's just going to make this shit up and we're expected to believe it. It's ridiculous. And I'm, again, it's not that I expect any different from Us Weekly, but come on. All right. We got in a teacup Nina that says, we are all familiar with Meghan's sweaty armpits. Man, we've seen the pictures. Okay. How does she have her armpits on this woman's shoulder like that? I don't know. It's disgusting. Again, even if we're best friends, I'm not putting my armpit on your shoulder. There are other ways to stand. But Meghan, it's hard to tell from this photo, she's right dead smack in the middle. Now, Nancy had a really interesting theory. Nancy of the Sidle Twins, love them, check them out. That this photo appears to her to be photoshopped. She may be onto something. Honestly, nothing would surprise me at this point, really. But regardless, even if it is photoshopped, I think it's funny that they would Photoshop Meghan right in the middle because that's where she would stand. Can you imagine being so egotistical, so narcissistic that you have to push your way to the middle of the photo? I don't even think like that. It doesn't even occur to me to jump to the middle of the photo so that way that's the thing that people focus on. I don't even understand the logic on that, but I guess to be the center of the universe, the center of the photo, the center of everything. But yeah, this is a pretty funny point, just thinking about all the sweaty pit photos we've seen lately, and ew. And speaking of ew, let's talk about this. We have Laird of the Manor. Definitely not ew on Laird of the Manor, but his post. Look, Nacho has been gifted this his very own anatomically correct hairy lamp. Ew. This is going straight to the pool room. Ew. The castle, red, white, and ginger. Yeah, look at that light. This one just cracked me up, and then I assume that's the light switch. I don't know, but yeah, I'm going to assume that's pretty anatomically correct. Ugh. All right, let's talk about our Sophie. I love Sophie so much. IAPB posted this, HRH, the Duchess of Edinburgh, reading a special. It's one of those CBBS bedtime stories. Okay, we've seen Katherine do it in her beautiful little sweater and saying, hi, I'm Katherine. We saw Meghan do it, and Meghan, of course, had to say, I'm Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. And then, of course, we have Sophie here, and she does hers as, hi, I'm Sophie. And it sounds so trivial, but I'm telling you, it says so much to me. If you have to use the opportunity talking to children who have no idea, some of them know, but I'm saying the little ones don't understand or care about titles. And the real world women understand this, and they're not having to lean on the titles. But when you have nothing else and you've built your whole personality around it, that's what you have to do. So Meghan does that. So when Meghan's talking to these kids, she's so weird with children anyway, so why not add this to the list? But when she's talking with kids, she has to say, I'm Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. It's like, really? Really? You felt the need to do that with children? What? So they'll go, ooh. Back to Sophie. I love her so much. She looks beautiful here. I really like this look on her. I thought that color was fabulous on her. And look how sweet. I want to watch this. I'll show it to the Gosling. I think it's so cute. All right, let's continue on to Murky Meg podcast. Wowzers, true or false? Harry and Meghan P. Diddy's Crazy Days and Nights Blind. So again, we got a new blind item, and this one says, we have to slap a big fat allegedly on it, you know. You know how blinds are, you have to take it with a grain of salt, but this is interesting. The Sean Combs of Hollywood documentary coming is going to send the illiterate one, Meghan Markle, and her husband running like cockroaches. And I say, bring it on. I want to know all the dirty details. So I believe the Sidleys have gone into it. I haven't really discussed this. I find it interesting, and I want to see what's uncovered. I want to see what links there are, what we're talking about, and what ties they're making there. I really am curious about this one. Mickey's Tea Party says, if it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck. Can I say walks like a goose? Honks like a goose? It's probably Harry. Meg's, I don't think, unless she could, merch the baby oil. So that's pretty funny. I like that very much. Look at me. Look at my strawberry American Riviera Orchard baby oil. Ugh, gross. Oh my God, ARO lube. How come I didn't think of that till now? Gross. So I get what you're saying, but again, we have to slap a grain of salt, allegedly, all that. I have heard ties to Soho House. So I wonder if something like that isn't going to come out. But either way, I'll pop the popcorn. You guys come sit next to me and we'll talk about it. All right, let's talk Mystified. Mystified said, shared this article that says, Prince Harry desperate to meet King Charles again. It's eating away at him. Oh, really? Is it? Maybe you shouldn't have said such awful things in your book, in your podcast, in every non-ending whining tour that you do. It's just such BS. But Mystified points out, Prince Harry desperate to meet King Charles again. Eating away at him. Sure it is. All I can think of is sure, Jan. Harry doesn't give a flip about anyone but himself and how much money he can get. Stop the propaganda. Yeah, exactly this. This is what they do. They put out these articles like this to try to get some money or clicks or whatever they're looking for. If he really wanted to make up, he would have done it. He would have gone back without a camera crew. He would have not immediately. Didn't he immediately give some sort of interview right after meeting with King Charles for like 4 seconds? Remember? Yeah, he wouldn't feel the need to reach out to the press that he pretends to despise and be scared of, and yet can't stop reaching out to. So no, it doesn't make any sense. It's just more crap coming out of their camp, in my opinion. All right, enough of these two. Shall we look at some rays of sunshine? I think so too. Starting with this ray of sunshine, have you seen this photo of Katherine? Because I don't think I have. It seems to be rare that we see her in black. But can I just say, wow. She is so stunning. She's radiant. Look at this photo. I love it so much. The honest glee on her face. I love everything about this picture. I really do. Originally shared by Julie. It says, making X beautiful. Again, one photo at a time. Well done. Well spotted. Beautiful photo. Beautiful dress. I really like that dress very much. I need that dress. But just looking gorgeous as ever. And again, I don't like to focus so much on her external beauty, although it's easy to do because she is gorgeous. It shines from within. She is radiant. And I just love seeing photos like this. So beautiful. Not even posing for the camera, just naturally this beautiful. It's kind of not fair, right? All right, moving on. And then we have this. And you're welcome, everybody. Stormy Seas shared this. Prince William dropping some big breaking news. Our future king says this year's Earthshot Prize winners have been selected. I can't wait for Cape Town, South Africa. So it sounds like that's happening November 6th. I'm excited about that too. I love when he does the Earthshot things. I'll be paying attention to that and reporting back, and still sporting that beard and looking pretty handsome. If I say so myself, looking pretty handsome. Oh, guys, I'm going to end this here. Thank you so much for everything. Truly, you guys you have gotten me through this awful storm. You've kept me sane. You've been my beacon, my hope. You've restored my faith. Thank you so much for everything. I just can't tell you what it means to me. You leave me the most wonderful, most gracious, kind comments, and I appreciate that so much. Can I continue to shout out the Sidle Twins of Twin Talk? They are so incredible and so wonderful and have done so much for us. If you feel it in your heart, make sure you're subscribed to them. Go watch their videos. They're incredible, incredible people. Even better in real life than they are on camera, if that's possible. But again, a huge thank you to everybody for supporting this show. It just means so much to me. And I can't wait to bring you more stuff like this. So as I explained, again, I've been through so much, and we will be going back soon once it's safe. And so I'm going to be reposting some stuff for a little bit, but then, I'm going to try to sprinkle in new stuff. I don't know how it's going to go. I don't even have power yet back in the house, so I've banked some stuff, and we're going to handle it together. So if you feel like helping out and watching some of that stuff that I post, like even I don't like to call it reruns, upcycling of some of my material, that really does help. It keeps my channel going while I have to deal with everything I have to deal with. But thank you guys for everything. I truly love and appreciate every single one of you. I couldn't do it without this flock. I knew you were incredible before, but to see the way you have rallied around me, I'm touched beyond words. I can't even explain how moved I am and how much I appreciate you all. So truly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for everything. I can't wait to bring you more stuff like this. Everybody stay safe out there. My thoughts and prayers are with those in Florida. And I'll talk to you again soon. Hong Kong.